What's up, y'all? On the way to the gym. We got back day today. Probably looking at doing 3 different row variations and then finish with some delts to end the day. My gym actually just this weekend switched out all of their plate loaded machines. So there were a few of them that I grew pretty intimately familiar with, so we're gonna have to relearn kind of what working weight is, seat adjustments, and all that bullshit. So it'll take me a little bit of time to get that figured out, but I trust that we will get there. Like I said, I was super familiar with the old machines and knew exactly kind of how I wanted to work up in weight, and then I had rep PRs at certain weights, so maybe a little novel stimulus or something will be good for growth, who knows. But I just hope that I don't hate the machines. So that'll be 3 different row variations. We'll probably do barbell bent over row. There used to be like a 45-degree row that I really liked, and then probably some sort of cable row pulling from the feet. And then delts, I will do side raises and front raises with dumbbells, and then probably the rear delt or reverse fly machine for rear delts. And all of these exercises, so 6 exercises, and I will be doing 2 working sets each. So really close or 2 positive muscle failure, and then we'll call it a set. So that's kind of what is on the agenda today. I had a run this morning, so about 6 a.m. I got a 3-mile run in. That's kind of my cardio. I'm doing cardio Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then lifting in the afternoon all of those days. So trying to get leaner. It sucks, but that's the game plan anyway. I've been able to adhere to a deficit for a couple weeks now. Things are really going pretty well, but I implemented a high carb day, or a carb loading day, which is really the first time I've ever messed with these in any serious fashion. Kind of my thought process was until diet adherence got to or close to 100%, a carb load and running a surplus just didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. Like if I was blowing my calorie target by having like 10 beers on the weekend or a bunch of fat or something like that, it seemed like to do a carb load and then to screw up the diet a few days later would seem counterproductive to me. But I feel in a good spot with the diet right now. I implemented a high carb day, and that is today. So cardio at 6 a.m. on the way to the gym now at 4. Between those 2 sessions, I've had 3 meals and right around 300 grams of carbs, and then I'll be shooting for 300 grams over the course of the evening after the training session. It's like I kind of went back and forth on this, is that like what day makes sense to do the carb load? Like I could have just as easily have done it yesterday, which looking at like 600 grams of carbs, just as easily I could have did it yesterday, but it didn't. It seemed kind of counterproductive to eat 650 grams of carbs on Sunday and then wake up on Monday and first thing I do is a cardio session. I'm not really worried about like fueling for a cardio session. I can just grind it out and get it done. So it made more sense to me I was relatively low carb Saturday and Sunday. I was well below 150 grams of carbs each day, I'm pretty sure. It's like relatively low carb, in a deficit. I felt pretty confident, that I'd be glycogen depleted coming into today. And instead of loading yesterday and starting with cardio today, I decided to do my cardio while I should be glycogen depleted, and then just start hammering the carbs both before and after lifting. So that's what I did. I didn't want to front load all of the carbs to where I'm bloated or anything for the back training, but whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But I decided to do it after my first cardio session for the week. carbs. So we'll see. You know, I'm fully expecting to, with the surplus plus water retention from all the carbs, fully expect to put on a handful of pounds overnight tonight. I've been hitting the water pretty hard too. So we are going to get in and fuck around with these machines and see if we can't find something that we can progress. And then, yeah, I'll have to be writing everything down so I remember it when I come in next week. So that's all we've got for now. Cheers.